Join me now from New York City, founder of Geltrude and Company, Dan Geltrude. Dan, thank you so much for joining me. So Dan, what do you make of that? It is really interesting because I don't know if you have ever mined a Bitcoin, probably not, but it does take up a lot of energy. If you've ever been in a room full of servers that are mining these Bitcoins, it's very hot in there, a lot of energy, and it does actually cost a lot of money too, depending on where you live and how much the electric prices are there. So it is kind of weird if you have electric cars. And then you have, and then you're starting to take Bitcoin. I could see why people would complain about that. They'd be like, "Oh, it's kind of hypocritical."
It doesn't seem to me that what he said about his concerns about Bitcoin and the environment make a lot of sense, given the fact that you have Tesla automobiles, which are being made in China. Now, are they the flag holders for having a great environment and being mindful of the environment? So of course not. So you really have to wonder what Elon Musk is thinking about. And I certainly can't figure that out. But I'll tell you this. It should concern everyone who is invested in cryptocurrencies that you have someone, and let's call him a celebrity, even though he's a businessman, that could send a tweet or can go on Saturday Night Live or do anything publicly and all of a sudden just completely shift the value of these investments. How many people have lost a fortune based upon what he tweeted? You have to have a stomach to do this type of investing, Stephanie, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, it is mind-boggling how much influence he has. And then I like that you pointed out where the cars are made in China and the energy and waste and everything that goes into producing these cars. But I know that the environmentalists were having a huge issue with Bitcoin, and they've been kind of speaking out about it lately a lot more than usual. So, I mean, there's a lot of double standards and hypocrisy everywhere. And that being said, yeah, his words are so powerful. So what's your prediction for the Dogecoin now that it's gone up? Do you think it will continue to rise, or do you think it's going to stabilize?
It probably will continue to rise. I mean, now Mark Cuban is jumping on the bandwagon. There's another businessman celebrity who's talking about how Dogecoin is a great investment. And I have to say, I just don't understand what is the substance behind cryptocurrency. I get it's real. I get it's being used. All that is happening. But I don't understand why people think it's such a strong investment. To me, this is all about, it's a shiny object. People are making a lot of money. It's making the news. They don't want to be left out, so they're jumping in. And as we just saw, you take somebody like Elon Musk, sends a tweet, and there goes your investment.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, we've been watching this Bitcoin roller coaster for quite some time, or the cryptocurrency as well. And it's something I'm confused about. I'm not into it. Like, I'm not buying it. I like to talk about it and I like to learn about it. And we know the people who jumped in on this originally are getting very rich from it. They've made a lot of money from it. And then I saw this Goldman Sachs banker quit immediately after making millions on cryptocurrency. So some people are getting rich pretty fast.
Yes, they are. And if you look at that situation over at Goldman Sachs, where this member of the company made a fortune and said, "All right, I'm done. I quit," and who can blame them? So, from a standpoint of that's something we all think about, it's kind of like hitting the lottery. So, obviously, the timing was right. He made an investment into cryptocurrencies. Everything worked out, made millions, and said, "Hey, time to go." But again, this goes to the point that I just made. These are the headlines that people see, Stephanie, and they say, "Oh, that could be me." It's like somebody collecting lottery winnings, and you say, "Oh, that can be me." Yeah, it could be, but what are the chances?
Yeah.
It's not smart.
It's kind of like gambling. And that person's name was Aziz McMahon. A little bit hard to pronounce there. So taxes, deadlines tomorrow. What do people need to know? Hopefully people have already filed. I'm working on it.
Well, look, to start with, you still can get a 5-month extension if you don't get filed by the end of the day today. So you still can go out to October 15th. However, your taxes are due today. So if you owe taxes and for whatever reason you can't pay them, still file the tax return. You can work out a payment plan later after the fact. And if you're getting a refund, I tell everybody, make sure that you are electronically filing and get direct deposit on that refund. It will speed up the process tremendously. It's your money. The government's holding it. Get it as quickly as you can.
Exactly. Did I say they were due tomorrow? I just realized today is the 17th. I don't know what day it is.
Well,
I just get to work on time.
Stephanie, I've always said about you, you're ahead of your time.
Yes.
That's an example right there.
Exactly. And so the IRS has already processed about 116 million returns. So people have been pretty responsible. And that was as of May 7th. So again, the deadline is today. If you didn't get your taxes in yet, file for that extension like Dan just said. Well, Dan, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, coming up next.